I'm Joe Kurtenbach with Guns and Ammo, and I'm joined by Buck from Aimpoint. And Buck, you are the Director of Training.
Exactly, yep.
And we are looking at some new products that out here at the 2022 SHOT Show. I want to start over here first. This looks like a brand new carbine optic from you.
Oddly enough, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, this is the Duty RDS. Really, it's built specifically for law enforcement. All kinds of challenges going on in law enforcement today, funding and so on and so forth, but they've always wanted very, very high quality equipment. That's what we make.
Yeah.
And so this is our effort towards them. It delivers on what they need the most. It's got it's waterproof, it's got long battery life, just everything that's typical of Aimpoint. This thing absolutely delivers, but at a price point that most challenged law enforcement budgets can meet.
And on that optic, we're doing a little bit of a different manufacturing technique, right? To get some of those savings, but maintain that durability.
Well, yeah, exactly right. So yeah, if you know Aimpoint, you know that they would not bring to market anything that won't survive near Armageddon. And so that's exactly what's going on here. So we've got a pressure forged case. We've got a pressure switch right here, up and down for controlling the brightness. We also have turrets, adjustment turrets that don't have caps to lose, which is very important for law enforcement, right? Because we all lose. I can't tell you how many of these I've lost. So the glass is fantastic. 30,000 hours of battery, vice 50,000.
Wow. Yeah.
But really, honestly, you should probably be changing that every year. So, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, and you can look at it, and the thing is just a tank, and all the controls are protected. And, you know, as our rifle and optics editor, Tom Beckstrand, would say, law enforcement can be a contact sport. You know, so I think having something that's going to stand up to that, whether it's just getting in and out of the patrol car or being called into action, you want something that's going to solve the problem that you have at the time and do it in a way that's sustainable, whether it's meeting the budgetary constraints or you know, the physical needs of the departments.
It's a wide problem set. You know, it really is a wide problem set because you have to have something that fades beautifully into the process and does not fail when you need it the absolute most, but it's got to meet those price points. It's got to meet all the things that the real world requires of it, and that's kind of the drawing board issue, and I think we've done it.
Exactly right. Exactly right. I want to move over here to the ACRO P-2. Now, this one was introduced a little while ago, at least announced, but we're really starting to see these coming onto the market now, and it's exciting because the ACRO itself was kind of an innovation, and there are some upgrades in the P-2 version.
Yeah, absolutely, and it was an absolute innovation, I think. So it's the enclosed emitter. It was the first enclosed emitter. Really kind of launched the whole concept of that in pistol-mounted optics, which I think in probably a few years we won't see any other open formatted, you know, because of that. But yeah, so the P-2 has a 2032 battery, still external, so you can you don't have to take the sight off to interface the battery. The pressure switch to control brightness is a little different. We had some folks that were interacting with the pressure when they were holstering or something, or pressure pad when they were holstering. That won't happen with this, but it's still just a little tank that you bolt onto your pistol, and it does all the cognitive work for you. I think that's probably what we miss the most, you know?
I think you're right. You know, a lot of people talk about how the red dots can simplify the aiming process because, of course, you're going to be able to just put the dot on the target. You aren't dealing with the multiple focal planes that you would with iron sights. But people sometimes leave out that with those open emitters, well, one, you have the environmental possibilities. You know, a lot of them are very good and very robust, but there's still that X factor.
Yes, exactly.
The other thing, too, is I think these enclosed emitters like the ACRO, it helps guide the eye much more intuitively than, you know, the open emitter models.
I could absolutely bore you to death with why that is, but suffice it to say, you're absolutely right. This tunneling effect absolutely channels your attention and delivers the dot. And really that's what you want, because a moment ago I said it helps aiming process. Really, it displaces your aiming process. All you do is present the gun well, make the decision, and it does all the rest for you.
I know the market is ready for this one. There's a lot of excitement around the ACRO P-2, and it's great to be able to be here with you and tell our audience the ACROs are coming. So for more information on the Duty RDS and the Aimpoint ACRO P-2, where should people go?
Aimpoint.us.
Thanks so much, Buck. We're excited about this stuff. Thank you.